friends. If you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by. Consider subscribing if you're part of the family. Welcome back. Okay guys, so for today's video, I'm going to share with you guys, I feel like a list of things that I should have shared with you guys a long time ago, but this is why I'm doing it now. So a few weeks ago, I was asked to do a beauty class with some of my friends' friends, and that was a lot of fun, but I had to put together like material to really show them easy ways to do makeup and certain rules that I think are pretty key when it comes to doing makeup. I have been doing my own makeup like this for the last, I want to say like 8, 9 years ago. And I have learned a lot from YouTube. Like, I didn't go to school for this. It's not something that I, have a certificate in or a degree in. No, I'm a nurse. But I loved the concept of makeup, and I love, putting on makeup and trying new techniques, because honestly, for some reason, for me, it just relaxes me. It's something I do every day because I do go on Instagram every single day, and I do Bible studies there. So I take the time, to do my makeup, apply my makeup in different ways, try new colors, and it's so much fun for me. It honestly relaxes me. I either put some music on or like a sermon on or a podcast, and I love it. It's like my me time. So I have learned a lot, through these last 8 years. So yes, so for that class, I came up with a few rules that I shared with them, and I'm like, hey, I could share this on my YouTube channel. So here we go. So get a piece of paper and a pen and jot these down. Little disclaimer, these are my rules, things that I think are important in makeup and that I have learned to do myself and are my staples, okay? So let's get started. Oh my gosh, I forgot to address my hair. Let's address my hair. My hair is darker. It got to a point where I had so many highlights in my hair that you can see my roots coming out, and then everything else was like 7 different colors, from like brown to caramel to blonde, and I was like, this is way too much. So I gave myself, yes, you heard right, I gave myself some dark brown lowlights, which means they're highlights, but with a darker color, like hence the dark brown. And I think it came out pretty nice. You can still see a few of my highlights, but the basic color or the base color is the dark brown. What do you think? Let me know. All right, so rule number 1 is the following. It's gonna sound very contradictory, but it's true. There are no rules. There are no rules to makeup, okay? You can literally do whatever you want with the products that you have. I have used eyeshadows as bronzers. I have used lipsticks as blushes. I have used so many things for different things, for other things than what they were advertised for. The reason why there's also no rules is because certain things that look good on me may not look good on you. So you gotta try a different technique to make sure that it looks good on you. So there really are no rules. You can use whatever you want on your face, as long as you like it and you don't look like a clown. I don't know, my opinion. Do it. Do it. Go along with it. Do it. Have fun. Just like there are no rules when it comes to, painting a canvas and artists and stuff like that. They're like, makeup artists are artists. So honestly, there are no rules. Whatever you feel comfortable using on your face and different techniques, as long as it suits you and your lifestyle and your face and you like it, go for it. Rule number 2, all right? I do my makeup very well. And the reason for that is because I know my face very well, right? I look at myself in the mirror every single day. I know my face. And that's why you should know your face, all right? There are different techniques that I have tried to do on different people who have a different face structure than myself, and they have not come out the way that I wanted to because they have a different face. We all have different faces. We all have different size eyes. We all have different size nose. We all have different size foreheads. Some have small lips, some have big lips, some have really, really chunky cheeks, some have like almost no cheeks. So all of our faces faces are different and they're all beautiful. But the way that you're going to achieve a really good makeup look and a makeup routine is by knowing your face well. All right, look at yourself in the mirror, see what you like, see what you don't like, see what you would like to hide, see what you would like to accentuate. There are things that I do not like about my face that I want to hide, that I don't want to accentuate, that maybe you do because you like the way it shows on your face, right? But the key thing here is to know your face, know it well, and love it. Rule number 3 is practice makes perfect. So if you want to get really good at doing your makeup in your beautiful face, practice. Whenever I have an event coming up, a wedding or a date night or something, and I want to look a certain way, I practice the day before or like a week before. Hey, I want to try this look, I want to try it. What I do a lot of times that I follow people on YouTube that have like my exact same, not exact same, but like have similar skin tones and like face structure. I see how they do their makeup, and then I try it on my face. But practice, what I'm saying, practice every day, even little things. The more you do it, the more comfortable you'll feel and the better you'll be at it. So again, practice makes perfect. Rule number 4 is very practical. And if you are new to makeup, my suggestion is that you start off with drugstore products, okay? I've said this before, the drugstore has really stepped it up when it comes to products, when it comes to quality of products, when it comes to the variety of products that are available, say at Ulta or Sephora. They have really stepped it up, and a lot of drugstore items, there's some drugstore items that I actually even prefer than high-end products. That's how good the qualities are, okay? Like for example, my favorite foundation right now, and I did a whole video on this, is the Photo Focus WetNWild foundation, and this only cost $5.99, $6, okay? And I love it. So yeah, if you are new to the makeup world, start drugstore. Once you figure out things that you like or things that you want to upgrade on, then hey, yes, because nothing is worse than you spending a lot of money on a high-end product and it not working out for you. And one thing that drugstores do have is that I've done it in Target before, where say if you're finding a foundation and you haven't quite found your color yet, if you buy a foundation it's not your color, you can totally return it or exchange it for the right one. I've done it before, just saying. But again, if you're starting off, start off with drugstore. Tip number 5 is, it's funny because you're watching this here on YouTube. My next tip is follow YouTube channels, all right? There are thousands and thousands and thousands, hundreds and thousands of YouTube channels based on makeup and beauty alone, all right? I'm not very creative when it comes to makeup. Whatever look that I achieve that I love, odds are I found it on YouTube, that I saw a YouTuber do it or a professional makeup artist do it, and then I copy it to a T, okay? Again, I suggest you following YouTubers. There's like maybe millions of them, I don't know, follow YouTubers that are their same complexion or similar complexion, similar face structure, similar size eyes, etc., that you can follow and that you can copycat, and that way you will learn a lot of cool techniques. That's what I did starting off, and that's how I got to be so good and comfortable with makeup, because I followed these YouTubers, I saw how they did it, and then I copied it, and then I might have, and I tweaked it here and there to make sure it fit my face, but that's mostly what I did, and that is how I learned everything that I know. Tip number 6 is to know your skin type, okay? This is something that it took me a while to find out, and my foundation for a while wasn't looking good how I wanted it to, and it wasn't lasting as long as I wanted it to, and it wasn't looking on my face how it did on the different YouTubers that I followed, is because I didn't know my skin type. And what do I mean by that? I mean that there are basically three types of skin types. So you have oily skin, dry skin, and combination skin, all right? Why? Because a lot of times you can use a foundation and spend a lot of money on foundation for that's very dewy and hydrating. But if you are already oily and you put that junk on your face without a good primer or something, it's not gonna last. You're gonna look very oily. It might mess up the rest of your makeup, and I mean, that's what happened to me. So find out the skin that you have, you know what I'm saying? See if, like, for example, you have oils peeking through midday towards the end of the day, and that way you can know, hey, I have oily skin. Or, you know what I'm saying, if you put foundation on and sometimes it's like maybe a matte foundation, it's just so over drying, you look very, very dry, and like it kind of like flakes off. You don't want any of that. So find out what kind of skin you have, or skin type, and then as far as foundation, go towards products that are geared for that skin type. For example, I have oily skin, so I try to use primers that are mattifying. I try to use foundations that are mattifying. I try using setting sprays that actually make my face matte, because I know halfway through the day or towards the end of the day, my oils are going to be peeking through, and I want my makeup to last the whole day. I know people who have combination skin. So for example, they only get oily in their T-zone, and then they are dry the rest of their face. And for that, you know, you could probably do a mattifying primer in the T of your face or on the T of your face, and then everything else do a hydrating primer or foundation, etc. But that's super important. Find out what type of skin that you have and choose products that go according to or work best with that skin type. Tip number 7 is the following, and this one's pretty big. Okay, if you do not take anything away from what I'm saying, take away this one, tip number 7, and that is start with a very basic makeup routine. If you are new to the makeup world and want to start slowly but surely getting into it, start with something super basic. Get good at it, and you can start adding and branching off little by little from there. So what do I mean? Basic makeup routine could be foundation, blush, mascara, maybe a little bit of eyeshadow, lipstick, and you're done. That could be it. But find your jam, find what is suitable for you, what you are able to do, master it, get really good at it to a point where you can do your makeup in like 5 to 10 minutes. And then little by little from there, you can start playing around with things, right? Say for example, you want to try doing eyeliner. You've been doing black eyeliner for years. Hey, now you can try a different color. You've been doing, say, like a shimmer in your eyeshadow. Hey, maybe try a matte one. So little by little, you can start branching off and trying different things, but always have a base. Always have a basic routine that you can go to. Say if you're on the run, say if you just don't have time to be playing around, you can go right back to that. But that will help you practice, that will help you get good at it, and that way, like I said, you can start experimenting little by little, doing different things. And the very last makeup tip for you guys is the following, which is really, really important as well. And I didn't find this out until maybe later on, maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, to be very honest with you. Anyway, so tip number 8 is skincare is important. Do not neglect your skincare routine, right? Because if you want to go ahead and apply makeup on and do all these gorgeous things in your face, you want the base of your face and your skin to be healthy, okay? I am a busy mom of 3. I'm a stay-at-home mom, and for me, I want my routine, my skincare routine, to be super basic. So I only do 3 steps, you know what I'm saying, and I do it in the morning. Well, I do 2 in the morning and I do 3 at night, and this is the following. For me, at night, I wash my face, so I have a cleanser that I use to cleanse my face and to take out all my makeup. It's just one product. If you want, I can do a video showing you actually, I already have a video showing you my skincare routine, and I will link it below. I completely forgot that I filmed it, but I'll put it below so you guys can click and check it out. But what I do is that at night I wash my face, and I typically use a cleanser that takes all my makeup off, okay? A cleanser that does both, like a 2-in-1. So it cleanses my face and it removes my makeup. 2 is I tone. This I started doing maybe like a 1.5 years ago. I use a toner all over my face, and that way it balances things apparently. I don't quite know what it does. I just know my face looks better and cleaner. And it removes excess, you know, makeup that my cleanser maybe didn't take away. There's times where I've gotten like my cotton pad that I use with my toner, and I look at it and I'm like, oh, I still had all that in my face. So I use a toner. And then lastly, I use a moisturizer on my face. You know, I have oily skin, so I use a moisturizer that is not greasy, that is oil free. And yeah, in that video, I show you all the products that I use, so check it out. But yes, skincare is super important. And then in the morning, in the morning, I do not cleanse my face. What I do is that I do the toner again, and I do the moisturizer. Okay, so that is my skincare routine, but skincare is so important. Do not neglect that. And if I could add a last tip, which I think could be included in this 8th one, is do not go to sleep with makeup. That is disgusting, okay? And you can really clog your pores and break out, and that's just nasty. No. Wash your makeup off at the end of the day, please, 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 okay? All right, guys, that's about it. Those are my 8, maybe 9 basic makeup rules, as if you're starting off with makeup and also skincare. But these are just rules that I feel like are a staple for me, that I think are true, that I've obviously made up myself, but I think that they are, yeah, a starting point if you do want to start, you know, doing your face, applying makeup and all that good stuff. I love it. I feel, I don't know, it boosts up my confidence. I feel prettier. I feel more presentable. And for me, it's like therapy. It really like calms me down. But anyways, all right, guys, that's about it. Let me know if you like this video, if you want to see more of this type of video. Thank you so much for watching. Love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.